I'm just sitting here with my cursor, not moving at all. But I was thinking about, like, I could be trying to click through and do stuff while we're talking, but I find that annoying when people do that.
Who can fucking talk and play video games at the same time?
And then we might miss stuff, and I see you were doing a joke on Let's Plays.
I wasn't even. I was
right.
just genuinely impressed at the skill of doing two things at once. As I approached 35, the idea of concentrating on two things at the same time. That one scene looks good. That one.
Yeah, that's a bit 3D, isn't it? That one?
Yeah. Ooh. Good to check me out from my perspective.
And then what used to be? Did there used to be a table here?
The lighter one was there. The darker stuff was new.
But was that done in the same style? Or like,
yeah,
was that all
yeah.
blurred and grey? Was that not like?
Oh, it might not
in
have
this
been.
style?
Yeah, it might have been.
You know, it's lost to time now. That you see,
That's
because you've Lucased all over it. Who knows what was there before?
There'll be an original freeware version somewhere.
Okay.
We should have played that.
Yeah.
So just downloaded the hooky card version of the internet.
I possibly have it. I'm not sure, but anyway. But I think I think this it might be a good idea to just if we ever upload this is to upload it as 10-minute videos because you know Double Fine did their like Dev Play videos and they said we see if we put up like an hour video,
no one will watch it.
People drop off after like 5 minutes. If they see a bunch of 5-minute videos, they're like, okay, I can watch these one at a time.
Also, we can monetize each and every one of them.
Yes.
We can make loads of money out of it. We can
upload
slap adverts on the top of it on our pre-rolls,
Yeah.
unskippable 2-minute pre-roll beforehand.
And then all those idiots are paying to listen to us talk about how we're going to make those idiots listen.
And also, they're gonna watch it, and then they're gonna see that thing that subliminal message to buy gibbage.
Yeah.
In the hub, and they'll go, oh, I feel the need to go and
buy gibbage.
Buy gum
or
monkeys.
its nearest
Go and buy a copy of Gum Monkeys. I should have done for the special edition. Change it with do another special edition that takes all this shit out and replaces buy gibbage with buy Gum Monkeys.
Anyway, back to the game. So they just did that big legal bump, which I think I wrote that bit. But,
and you can hear you talking through this television as well, can't you?
Yeah.
That's you doing commentary on that.
Yeah, there's which I think is in the extras again. If you've got this on Steam, it's kind of difficult to find the extras. They're hidden away in some folder somewhere, but do look at them because they're awesome. And you get that lowering the tone book in there and everything. So
lowering
that's
the tone book is beautiful.
Yeah, it's worth it pretty much for that book. And then there's just some sound samples of me with a towel over my mouth going, "He's got the ball. He's running. He's still running. This is incredible. How long is this field?"
This is like a satire on American football as well.
Yeah.
It's quite a good satire.
Yeah. Which, by the way, just to point out, I think football is shit as well. So it's not
racist.
Yeah, it's not. A lot of this stuff is not. It's not like, oh god, we hate Americans. Or like some of it is actually about lager and ale. Some of it
is actually lager. Some of
it's
it's
about
actual
sports in general. This is about British, English arseholes. Yeah, but the legalese bit is kind of. It is kind of like just observational comedy of like, you know, we'll watch, like, you know, if you go to America or whatever, or you see a clip of an American advert and it's got like 20 seconds of legal bump at the end, there's that kind of thing. But it's obviously a heightened, you know, satirical version of our impressions of, you know, of English impressions of
also
America
it's the impressions of a couple of 26-year-old white idiots who...
Well, I think at the time we were like, we knew, you know...
At the time I think we thought we knew a lot more than we really did.
Yeah, no, but I mean, we were also aware that it was heightened and satirical. We weren't just like, this is what Americans are like.
No, we weren't.
And the only joke here is that Americans are.
Oh,
idiots,
absolutely.
You know?
I completely agree.
Yeah, and so the idea of this pub partly came about from you always wanting to do a English theme or British theme pub in Britain.
Well, the idea was because you get those really awful Irish theme pubs, like in France, or like in France they have like Irish theme pubs, and like even in London they have like Irish theme pubs. And, like, this is the furthest away from a fucking Irish pub you could possibly get. And the idea was to have like a traditional English pub in America, but but like knowingly shit.
Yeah.
So like just like everyone's wearing like bowler hat. Like everyone's wearing traditional bowler hats and has an umbrella. Like your waiter has a bowler hat and an umbrella and a newspaper under his arm. like, you know. and everyone's sitting in like London buses and London taxis, and everything's like, like you open the front door is like a phone box, like a big bright red phone box front door, and all that sort of stuff.
But you wanted to have that in America?
Yeah, I think that's the point. As you go to,
I thought the idea was you put it in Britain.
Oh fuck yeah! No, you put it. Yeah, make it a British theme pub in Britain. You're right. That's even funnier.
And piss everyone off, and they'll be like, "This is ridiculous."
Yeah, a shit British theme pub in the middle of London.
And you could only get all the expat Americans living in Britain to work there and do their bad accents and stuff.
Oh. Well, one day when I'm insanely rich, I'll do that just for. I'll go there once and go, yeah, it is a funny joke, but I don't want to come here again.
Yeah, basically. It could be a pop-up.
Yeah, pop-up.
They do those now, don't they? Pop-up pub. I don't know if you're allowed to do pop-up pubs without one. Anyway, the other thing about that legal. You did used to watch rugby, and you like your opinion of American football was, when you play rugby, you get your teeth knocked out and your nose broken, and that's the end of it. You don't cover yourself with a couple of mattresses. No, sissies. Anyway, the other thing with legalese was, I think originally we were going to have a sentry outside the door in the Alien hub.
We were, yes.
Before you went through the hub door, it was going to be there, but it was
like a bulldog. It's like a bulldog, wasn't it? It was a robot bulldog that you had to.
Or a Mickey Mouse rip-off or something.
I definitely got a graphic for a bulldog.
Oh right, okay. But yeah, I don't know. It just fit better. It fits better in the world, doesn't it? It's a bit weird that they'd start building this stuff. It would be like the aliens didn't build it, but it's not from the dimension either, so it just didn't make sense. Right, so shall we quickly talk to these guys? This is basically a pretty accurate view of Britain.
Yeah,
pretty much just now.
But London,
especially in mid-90s. This is all very like
it's very
lad culture.
This is very on point satire that we've managed to do here. If you were around in the 90s, you would be laughing at this, I tell you.
I meant, yeah. Well, I always think in my head that this was released in 97, not 2007. I don't know why, but I know why. It's because it feels like
visually poor.
But I think part of it is just us living in London and there being a load of arseholes like this just surrounding us constantly, and there's all that stuff like lager shouting is that is a 90s reference, and that's just because we did we didn't hang out with these people to know what they'd actually say, so it was like, oh god, what did people shout?
When someone comes on England, forgotten about all that.
Oh, and so this is about basically people going to the pub and shouting at the telly as if the little men on the telly can hear them.
Yeah.
And here we go. And you used to have to do this in time.
You still do. But no, it didn't work. Yeah, it didn't work. It had a.
Once Ben starts moving, he pauses.
Yeah, it was too problematic. So.
Yeah.
A sort of like a timed puzzle, but there's a little bit turn-based about it.
Yeah. And you put in that subtle remark as like Right, so we're almost done here. Right.
Oh my god, look, it's the same room.
Do you see?
It's the same layout, except
Ben's room and then Ben's room and then the toilet. Right, so we've got about this is new. Here
it is
a special edition.
I didn't bother making it so you could interact with it or anything.
Of course not.